We're gonna do the tier list, the weapon tier list. Weapon tier list, quick. Alright, so if you guys remember, I did a weapon tier list. I was supposed to post that on my YouTube, but then they released the patch notes, so I didn't want to post this YouTube video because then it would be inaccurate since the patch is so close. So this is the weapon tier list from last patch, but this is the last patch, and now we're gonna rearrange this list so that it's updated to the new patch. And then we just talk about it a little bit. So first of all, I'm gonna apologize to the longbow. The longbow does not deserve to be in the same tier as the devotion. The devotion is garbage by itself. This is a different kind of trash bin, so I'm gonna move up the longboy. It was kind of like I was a little bit harsh on the longboy. I'll even put it here. I'll put it bottom of B plus. I'll put it bottom of B plus for now. Just to apologize to the longboy. The devotion though can stay down there. It's garbage by itself. But yeah, basically what happened to the patch notes is Nemesis lost Accelerator. Scout lost Accelerator, Car lost Accelerator, Wingman gained Accelerator, Volt gained Accelerator, and P2020 gained Accelerator. Alright, here we go. Yeah, we got it's sweet potatoes with steak and veggies. So those are basically the gun changes. On top of that, all the SMGs gained 1 bullet extra. All the SMGs gained 1 bullet extra. Scout got 1 more damage and a higher fire rate. And the repeater got a massive damage buff as well. That's about it. That's about the bash notes. So let's start off with the Accelerator weapons. First of all, Nemesis got a buff. Sure, the Nemesis lost the Accelerator, but it still got a buff, which is kind of fucking crazy. Nemesis has been the best gun in the game, like the best AR in the game for I don't know how long now, like 2 years, like 2 years plus.
It's been 84 years.
And he got another buff, which is very, very crazy. So I think the Nemesis, personally, is going to stay in S+. Sure, it lost the Accelerator, but because of the pairing in Ranked. So first of all, this tier list is for comp and Ranked, chat. And the thing you got to know about that is that Ranked is much more fast-paced than comp is. So the comp tier list versus the ranked tier list is a little bit different, but I'm going to try and combine both. So this is like both ranked and comp at the same time. That's why it might look a little bit weird. That's like how you gotta think about the guns, you know? Like the guns have multiple purposes for different scenarios and different environments. So I just try and put them together and see how it goes. But yeah, Nemesis I think stays in S+. Like the gun got a buff. The only thing it lost is an Accelerator. However, since the P2020, all lasers got a buff, chat. All laser sights got a buff, so hipfire is better. On top of that, they fixed the P2020 hipfire in general because Apex had made the P2020 hipfire worse by default. Like they had intentionally nerfed it. So they're reverting that and making the hipfire of the P20 better while also buffing laser sights while also giving the P20 Accelerator. The P20 is jumping up to S+, for sure. Like the ranked loadout, chat, that you're gonna be running the entire season, like literally the entire ranked season you're gonna be running is Nemesis P20. Like that is literally like Eva got a nerf too, so Eva goes down here. I'm gonna talk about it soon, but literally the only guns that you're gonna be playing in ranked is Nemesis and P20. Nemesis and P20 are the only guns that you should be running in ranked. In ranked. Remember, I said in ranked. And the reason why you don't want to run anything other than an AR in ranked is because it's too slow paced. So that's why, like, even though the Scout got a buff and the Scout is already S tier, the Scout is not S+ tier. It's gonna be S+ tier in comp, but not in ranked. So I'm keeping the Scout at the top of S because Scout is no longer has Accelerator. And it's good. It's only good for comp really because marksmen are not good in ranked because ranked is too fast paced. And if you trade a Nemesis versus a Scout, the Nemesis will win 9 out of 10 times, unless you're like triple heading with the Scout, which is like very hard to do. 2 burst on a Nemesis just fucks up your aim on a Scout. Like you get aim punch, you scout, you look into the air. You're usually too close range anyway to abuse it. So Eva, it goes down from S+ because of the pairings down to S since the bullet spread got nerfed. And the pairings, like, you're not playing the Eva over the P20 this patch because P20 got Accelerator. Like, literally every character that needs their ulti needs to play P20, otherwise it's straight trolling. So, any other close range guns other than P20 is straight trolling right now for this season. Repeater also got a massive buff. It's got a massive, massive buff. So, I think the thing you're going to be playing in comp is either going to be Scout or Repeater. Like, that's what you're going to play in comp. I think Repeater is a better gun than Scout simply because you don't have to stick to a target to shoot it. Personally, for me, I think Repeater is a better gun, especially in this fast-paced meta, because you can just jiggle peek with it, you know? Like, the thing about Repeater is you can charge it up behind cover, you can look up and you can tap someone. You can charge up, you can look up, you can tap someone, or you can 3-tap someone across the fucking map, and it's like, it's just more value per bullet, and you're not as exposed as to when you have a scout. However, they did buff the fire rate of the scout, so the scout is still really, really good. The scout is really, really good still. Other than that, like I said, all the SMGs did get a buff with 1 bullet, and the Volt and the Wingman got Accelerator, so I think they're definitely moving up here, for sure. Putting the car... I'm putting down the car now. The car, even though it got 1 extra bullet, it lost Accelerator, it's not as valuable anymore, so I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna swap it with the Volt. But yeah. What else happened? What else happened? I don't think much else happened, to be honest. L-Star still an S after nerf? Nah, we can actually move it down, to be honest. I think L-Star is probably around here now. Like, the thing is, the hipfire nerf doesn't really matter. Like, most people, when they play L-Star, plays like a 1x on it and just ADSs anyway. So, sure, the hipfire is gonna hurt, but it doesn't really hurt that much considering the playstyle of the gun. So, yeah. Any changes? Eva got nerfed on the bullet spread, so it's just harder to do more damage on the long range. But if you're still close range, it still does the same amount of damage, so it's fine. Probably better than R9 though. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. R9 did get 1 more bullet, which is nice because then like you can easily one-clip more people. And it's still a very fast-paced gun. But yeah, basically this patch chat, you are basically playing close range only P20. And then the best gun to play with the pair with the P20 is Nemesis. However, you have much more viability on your main weapons now. There's much more viability on main weapons. You don't have to play a Nemesis, even though Nemesis is the best. You can play a lot other main weapons now. The only thing that you're forced to play is the close range weapon, which is P20. So you could play Nemesis P20, Repeater P20, Scout P20, Rampage P20, Alistar P20, Hemlock P20, like Wingman P20. Wingman P20 is kind of rough because you have double Accelerator, which is useless, but like that's basically, you have much more options for main weapons this season. Like you could even go Charge for P20, you can go Sentinel P20, you can play Snipers P20, at least in comp. You shouldn't do it in ranked. Like Snipers in ranked are dog shit unless you're clip farming like Mandy. But Snipers in general are dog shit, chat, don't play them. Other than that, you could play if you want to have fun, which is not like, you can have fun and not do it terrible if you play like Wingman R9. Like Wingman plus SMG can work because Wingman has Accelerator and SMGs did get buffed and they can pair them with you can pair the SMGs well with a Wingman. So like that's like the alternative if you don't want to play P20 is playing Wingman SMG. But then again, that's just if you want to have fun. If you want to play the meta, you are playing Nemesis P20 every single game. There is literally, if you're trying to win games, chat, and if you're trying to do the most meta, most damage possible, Nemesis P20 in ranked is what you're supposed to play. Like nothing else matters, to be honest. Literally nothing else matters except these 2 guns. And then for comp, like the meta is literally, okay, the comp meta, chat, is Nemesis P20, Repeater P20, Scout P20. And then maybe Charge Rifle P20. Those are the only guns you're gonna see in comp. Like literally. Those are probably the only guns you're gonna see in comp. There's no reason to play anything else. And that's just because snipers and marksmen do work. Like poking in comp is very good because you can steal kills across the map. However, poking in ranked is useless because it's too fast paced. Like you don't want to poke in ranked. Poke in ranked is too slow. Poke sucks. So that's why Nemesis is still S+, and P20 is also S+. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this tier list. This is the updated tier list for the new patch chat. What is it, 24.5? Patch notes for 24.5. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it.